Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Gary Tosh, principal of Louisville High School. It is with great pleasure and excitement that I welcome you all to Louisville High School's Honors Assembly. Tonight is a very important and special occasion. We will begin tonight by recognizing and celebrating our 2024 Hall of Achievement inductees. Following that, we will begin our Senior Honors Assembly. So at this time, I'd like to welcome Conda and Maddie up to the podium to recognize our 2024 Hall of Achievement inductees. Okay, right before we do that, we would like you to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good evening. First of all, I'd like to thank Mr. Tosh for including us once again as a part of this very special evening for all of you. Secondly, I would like to say congratulations to all of the seniors here tonight. You are here because you have set goals during your time at Louisville High School and obviously done a great job of achieving them. Some of these goals may have been finishing high school with a certain GPA, finishing in the top of your class, getting accepted into your college of choice, excelling in your chosen sports or activities, and being awarded scholarships to help fund your next step in life. You should be proud of yourselves, and parents, I know you are also very proud of your students for a job well done. Some of these goals may have been easier than others to attain, and you now have a new set of goals as you begin your Go out and continue to achieve greatness in your higher education, career, and community, and return to Louisville High School in several years to sit up here on this stage next time. Your teachers, coaches, parents, and community would love to be able to honor you once again at your beloved Louisville High School by adding your name and photo to this Hall of Achievement wall. The Hall of Achievement was created in 1991 by Ken Smith, a longtime teacher at Louisville High School. Our very first inductee was in 1992 and was someone many of you would have never met, but you will definitely recognize his name, Robert Moffitt, the man who taught at Louisville High School and then willed a large amount of money upon his death to provide many of you with scholarships still many years later. The Hall of Achievement is to serve as an example for the community and school of the level of achievement that is possible from individuals who are from this community. These accomplishments can be local or on a national level. If you know of any family member, friend, or classmate that you would like to nominate for this honor, all of the information on how to nominate can be found under the Community tab on the Louisville City Schools website. Tonight, we are very happy to be honoring two very special past graduates, one who has achieved great things within our community and state, and one who you very well may recognize from her national appearances. Our first inductee is Joe French, a 1986 graduate of Louisville High School. He was an active student while at LHS and then went on to graduate from Kent State University after being awarded the Outstanding Student Leader Award at Kent State, not once, but twice. He also received his master's degree in early childhood education from Ashland University. Joe has dedicated his life to the education, safety, and mental health of children. As Executive Director of Zion Child Development Center, Little Angels Preschool, Joe has earned numerous recognitions from the state of Ohio. He is a graduate of Leadership Stark County and Leadership Ohio and sits on numerous boards as well. He was elected to serve as Myers Lake Village Councilman and is very active in United Way. He has served as the President of Canton Area Association for the Education of Young Children and Vice President for the Ohio Association for the Education of Young Children. He has been instrumental in leading an early childhood initiative for the City of Alliance, along with helping to educate parents and helping them understand their role as the child's first and forever teacher. Each baby in Alliance now receives a book. Joe is currently the Chief Executive Officer of Child and Adolescent Behavioral Health. He has implemented Stark County Schools Mental Health Week, which brings Stark County schools together for 1 week to promote positive mental health strategies for students in K through 12. He has also worked with all 5 Stark County colleges, bringing positive mental messaging and suicide awareness to over 24,000 students each year. Joe was asked to serve on Governor DeWine's Early Childhood Advisory Committee and was recognized as a leader among leaders in the state of Ohio. Joe lives by the motto that we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. I know that Joe would have absolutely loved sharing his knowledge and advice with all of you tonight, but unfortunately, he had previous commitments out of town tonight. Accepting his award for him is Karen Warner Andrews.
Okay, so I'm going to read this though I am Joe. So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, students, and fellow alumni, it is a tremendous honor to accept this distinguished induction into the Louisville High School Hall of Distinction. While I wish I could be there in person to share this moment, I am deeply grateful to have 3 incredibly special people representing me: my mother, Christine French, my sister-in-law, Melissa French, and my nephew, Leo French, and my guardian angel, and Louisville grad, Bill French. Their unwavering support and influence have been pivotal throughout my life, and I cannot express enough gratitude for their unconditional love and guidance. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt thanks to the selection committee for bestowing upon me this remarkable honor. It is both humbling and inspiring to be recognized in such a meaningful way. I decided to share a few quotes on how they resonated with me. Throughout my life, I have been guided by the power of words and the profound messages they carry. One of my earliest inspirations came from Harriet Tubman, who said, "Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world." As a student at Louisville City Schools, I dreamt big, not only of becoming a teacher, but of winning an Oscar. While the Oscar may have eluded me, some might say I am a little dramatic and could easily have won an Oscar. I personally know this. My life journey has been nothing short of dramatic and fulfilling. To all the students here today, your life will take many different twists, turns. There will be roadblocks and opportunities. It boils down to how you take those moments and turn them into successes and lessons learned. Remember, your dreams are valid and the power to realize them lies within you. Mahatma Gandhi calls to action. You must be the change you want to see in the world. Resonated deeply with me from a young age, realizing that change does not come from mere discussion, but through active participation, risk-taking, and honest hard work. I learned the importance of involvement. You must do something. You must get involved. You must take risks and be willing to be vulnerable, honest, and you must put in the work. Do not stand on the sidelines complaining. Jump in and do what you can in whatever small way that is, but do something. Change starts with you, and you can make a huge difference. Each one of us has the ability to create ripples of change, and a simple act of kindness, a greeting, a helping hand can all have profound impacts in others and on our community. One of my Joeisms is, in the grand scheme of life, if it's really not that important, let it go. A sentiment made popular by no other than Elsa from Frozen. It's a reminder not to sweat the small stuff. What truly matters is finding joy in what you do, surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, and living authentically. My lifelong friend, Karen Warner Andrews, and I have lived this truth, supporting and encouraging each other for over 4 decades. Thank you, Karen, for accepting this award for me. I love you and appreciate your amazing friendship. Looking back at my time walking the halls of this wonderful school, I recall a young, idealistic dreamer full of hope, yet occasionally feeling out of place. Yet here I am, receiving an honor I never anticipated. I never thought in a million years that I would be inducted into the Louisville High School Hall of Distinction. This honor was never on my radar. What was always on my radar was to do my best and make a difference. It's my belief that you have chosen to honor me because my actions made a difference, not my accolades. My parents always taught my brother Bill and I to help each other, no matter how little we thought we had, because there was always someone with less to do everything we can do to lift them up. So by honoring me, you're honoring my family. This induction is not just a personal achievement, but a reminder that you do not make an impact alone. You do it with the love and support of others who lift you up. It is a testament to every small step, every act of kindness, and every moment to support and to help someone. It reaffirms that even the smallest deeds can make a significant impact. So, to everyone here, cherish your unique qualities. Copies are cheap, but originals are priceless. Be an original, reflect, care, and most importantly, be authentically you. Thank you again for this incredible honor. It is one I will cherish for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. Our next inductee is Lauren Massidi, a 2010 graduate of Louisville High School. She is a very proud Louisville lover and a proud Ohio girl. She began singing at church at age 7, and by age 12, she had landed a spot in Branson, Missouri for a 6-week stint alongside Oak Ridge Boys fame Gary McSpadden. Lauren began making regular trips to Nashville by the age of 13, studying voice and writing and playing her own original music. After graduating from Louisville High School and Stark State, she and her grandma moved to Nashville for her work as an RN at TriStar Horizon Medical Center and to pursue her career as a musician. Lauren has written or performed with Ricky Skaggs, The Whites, Larry Gatlin, Pam Tillis, Sean Camp, Delbert McClinton, Gary Nicholson, and Bobby Tomberlin, among others. She performed on season 18 of American Idol and debuted her original song, God Made a Woman, which made it to number 4 on the iTunes Country Albums chart within a day of her elimination from the top 20. One of her dreams was to perform at the Grand Ole Opry, which she has made come true, and she just finished performing at Dollywood as part of the 3 Times a Lady trio, performing Linda Ronstadt hits and opening for Dolly Parton. Lauren has been involved with Creative Vets, where songwriters get together with veterans and write their stories into a song as part of their healing journeys. She has given free concerts for numerous charities, and she has even performed and had a special message for our Louisville High School students during the COVID shutdown. And she has done all of this while still working as a nurse helping others. I am proud to present Lauren Massidi as our newest member of the Louisville Hall of Achievement.
Hi, everybody. Well, I'm more of a singer and a musician than I am a speaker, so I have a few thoughts written down here, but I just want to speak from my heart for a second and just say what a huge, massive honor this is, and I don't know if I'm incredibly deserving of it, but I'm just so grateful, and thank you to those that voted, and thank you to Ms. Bold that nominated me, and it's such a huge, huge honor, and I can't say that enough. But like Joe was saying, I'm also a words-oriented person, and I love quotes, and I love inspirational quotes. And there's one in particular I remember that was posted on the wall. I took accounting from Mrs. Miller over here back in the day, and there was a quote on her wall that I remembered my entire life. And it said, "It's amazing what you can do when you don't know it can't be done." And another quote that I absolutely love, I love the Lord, I love quoting scripture, and something that I just want to tell the teachers out here today is Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. And I just want to say how grateful I am to have been surrounded by so many wonderful teachers and family members that loved me and reared me in that way. And so I'm just going to read from this for a second. May 7th, 2021, 3 years ago today exactly, I made my debut on the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, Tennessee, standing in the legendary circle where all my country music heroes stood. I got to stand up there and play my papa's Gibson Dove guitar that was a hand-me-down from his father. And I grew up telling him that if I ever got the chance to play the Grand Ole Opry, I would play Grandpa's guitar in that stage, in that circle, never actually thinking it would happen. But on May 7th, 2021, with Nana and Papa in the audience, it happened. And I got to look out and point them out and recognize them in front of everybody, and it was just the greatest night ever. And so 7 years after I made the move from Louisville to Nashville after graduating with my nursing degree from Stark State, that happened. And it never would have happened had it not been for my Nana, right there, the one with the red glasses holding the camera. My Nana and my Papa, I love you so much. And a lot of the faces you see here in the auditorium today, your tribe matters, who you surround yourself with matters, and who you choose to listen to matters. Proverbs 18:21 says, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. I'm so thankful that I grew up surrounded by such wonderful family and teachers in the Louisville school system who spoke love and life over me and allowed me to grow in an environment that was safe and encouraging to embrace the gift the Lord blessed me with, and taught me that anything was possible if I worked hard and I stayed persistent. And so I just also want to recognize a couple people. Like I said, Miss Bull, I don't know where she's at. Miss Bull, I love you so much. There was a time period where I did move out to Branson, Missouri when I was 12, and I did shows out there, and then when I moved back, and she was such a support and such a help whenever I was making the transition from one school system to another, and then when I moved back, and you just made it so smooth, and just all throughout my years in school, you were such a support system for me, and such a cheerleader for me and Nana, and so I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for that, and say how much I love you. And Mrs. Stroll and her hubby Larry, I just want to say you guys have impacted my life so much more than you know. And speaking of Branson, Missouri, those two came out when I was 12 and spent time with us out in Branson and saw my show when I was out there, and have also just been such a precious support system for me. And something that a lot of people may not know, I went through kind of a difficult time in my personal life, transitioning from kindergarten to first grade, and I was really, really struggling. I was really behind. And so whenever I moved into second grade, it was your demeanor and your grace that just really turned my whole outlook on school and academics around, and I really do believe you saved my academic career, because your patience with me and your grace is what really turned me around and made me do a 180 as a student. And so I thank you forever for that, and just the dear friend that you've always been to me. And also I want to recognize my Nana and my Papa, because you're the best parents I could have ever asked for, and I love you so much. I'm rambling, but I just also want to say to all the students out there that have your entire lives ahead of you, congratulations, and persistence, staying persistent and working hard. Persistence doesn't necessarily mean you feel great and positive about the future all the time. There are a lot of hard, dark times you go through while chasing your dream. It's not all rainbows and unicorns. But whether you give up or decide to keep going is a choice you have to consistently make every single day you wake up, no matter how difficult or how bleak things are looking. And the journey never stops. That's just life. And it's a constant and a glorious struggle. But the moral of my story is never stop reaching and do everything to the glory of the one who created you for your purpose in Christ, and everything falls into place after that. So thank you guys so much for this huge honor, and I don't know if there's time to play a little bit of a tune. Does anybody want to hear a song? Okay, let me grab my guitar real quick. Check, check. There we are. Well, it needs to pick up my guitar. Can y'all hear me? Okay, cool. Well, we watched American Idol back in 2020, the year that never was. Awesome. Well, if you voted, thank y'all so much. And if you didn't watch, I still felt your love. So thank you anyway. But, this song was inspired by Hannah, and I just got to thinking one day what a wonderful Proverbs 31 woman she is, and has always been in my life. And I also got to thinking how blessed we are as women to live in the greatest country in the world, and to have all the freedoms that we have. And I think sometimes we get so preoccupied trying to prove that we can do everything we have to do that we forget a lot of the really beautiful things that make us unique as women. And I wanted to put all that into a song, and this is the song that got me onto the next round from Hollywood Week, and it was a ride, but this is God. God made a woman. He took a little beauty, took a little grace, a whole lot of passion and a whole lot of pain, put it all together and gave it a name. God made a woman. God made a woman to hold her hand, the sick and the young and the broken man, to fall in love and fill the land with beating hearts of fire. What's she gonna do when the night gets cold and you need somebody to feed your soul? He said it ain't no good for a man to be alone, so God made a woman. We're the mothers, the daughters, sinners and saints, the able, the stable, and a little insane. But honey, you can't get us out of your brain, 'cause God made a woman. We're the keeper of the child that cries, we're the singers of the lullabies. We'll take your lonely and make it alive. God made a woman, yes He did. God made a woman to hold her hand, the sick and the young and the broken man, to fall in love and fill the land with beating hearts of fire. What's she gonna do when the night gets cold and you need somebody to feed your soul? He said it ain't no good for a man to be alone, so back in the day.
Okay, we're going to take a quick pause because I'm not going to follow that. We're going to allow the new inductees and their families the opportunity to excuse themselves at the library so they can take some pictures, okay? We're going to just pause for a few minutes.
At the library. Oh, yeah, I'll see you back there. Okay, we're going to continue on to the Senior Honors Assembly. The Honors Assembly marks a significant moment in the academic journey of our students and recognizes their hard work, dedication, and outstanding academic achievements. As the principal of Louisville High School, I am honored to celebrate this remarkable occasion with you all. Our students' successes would not have been possible without the unwavering support and encouragement from their families and friends. Hence, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you all for being an essential part of their academic growth and development. Let us come together this afternoon to celebrate the accomplishments of our students and inspire them to continue striving for excellence. The first students we will celebrate tonight will be those who have achieved their academic letter. In order to earn an academic letter, the following requirements must be met. Students need to have a 3.5 GPA or higher, no discipline referrals, and no more than 3 excused absences. Excused absences are not even accepted. Students also need to complete 30 hours of community service before the beginning of the 4th 9 weeks. So when I call your name, would you please come to the stage? All recipients tonight will be asked to enter the stage to my left
or your right, and then you'll walk across the stage, receive your award, and then enter to my right or your left. Austin Beck. Caleb Leatherberry. Anna Myers. Josie Rickett. Paige Falk. Brooke Herrick. Abby Liza. Charlotte Noosh. And Tristan Sutler. Let's give these academic letter recipients a round of applause. At this time, I would like to welcome Christy Muniak, Lisa Vaccaro, Katie Todd, Susan Lozier, and Chris Blinder up with me to help hand out the outstanding seniors in each department. The first department that I would like to recognize is art. Mrs. Kim Wise couldn't be here tonight, but this is what Mrs. Kim Wise had to say about the outstanding senior in art. I met Olivia last year when she came to Louisville from Talmadge High School. I was immediately impressed by her artwork and her work ethic. Olivia is always striving to improve her work and looking for new ideas to translate onto canvas or into a ceramic piece. She embraces learning new mediums and processes and dives in headfirst with no apprehension whatsoever. She is usually the first one to class and she works from bell to bell. I sometimes tease her that she is an art-making machine. Once she learns something new, she gets to work creating an artwork from what she just studied. Her ideas and finished artworks have a depth and complexity of a seasoned artist. Olivia came to me in the fall and asked about participating in shows as a way to sell her artwork. I suggested that she try the band craft show. I got her the application and she took off from there. She made a plan of what she wanted to sell, then set about executing her plan. She was working on art around the clock in preparation for the show, and it paid off. She did very well at the show. She is currently working on a small mural in Umbrella Alley for the Second Friday events in Louisville. She intends to pursue a career in art, and I have no doubt that she will be very successful. It has been my absolute pleasure to work with her the past 2 years. This year's outstanding senior in art is Olivia Harris. Okay, up to the podium, I'd like to welcome Mrs. Christine Muniak.
Good evening. I'm Christine Muniak. I'm one of the business technology teachers. And this year's Business Technology Department Award goes to an outstanding young lady who's taken classes such as personal finance, social media marketing, and accounting. I first met her 2 years ago in the personal finance class. She's very quiet but always smiling, has a strong work ethic, and is independently driven. When she signed up for the accounting class, she did not know quite what she was getting into, but she worked diligently each day, learning the material, and had the patience to make sure all her debits and credits balanced. In the fortnight weeks, the students complete a simulation, where they are the accountant for a corporation and have to figure out which journal to post checks, receipts, purchases, and sales invoices, along with calculating employee payroll and taxes. The simulation takes about 4 to 5 weeks and is quite an achievement to complete all 7 sections. However, even though it was the end of the school year, she continued to challenge herself and most importantly, never gave up. From taking these business classes, she has decided to pursue a degree in finance at Ohio University. Eventually, she would like to become a financial planner. This young lady will be successful in this career because of her attention to detail, her perfectionistic and diligent work ethic, which has been demonstrated in all 3 classes, and her enthusiastic attitude toward learning. This year's Outstanding Business Technology Award goes to Claire King.
Next, I'd like to welcome Ms. Lisa Vaccaro up to the podium.
Good evening. I'm Lisa Vaccaro. I'm one of the members of the English department. I have 2 awards to present tonight. We recently received some feedback from a student survey we gave to our students specifically about English class, and one of the comments was that our English department here, teachers tend to talk a lot. So I'm here to prove that true. So settle it for a little bit here. The English Department Award. Right before Christmas, as we were reading the novel Pride and Prejudice, I gave my AP English Literature students an assignment called What's on Your Plate? I handed each of them an ordinary paper plate and some markers, and instructed them to write down all of the things they had going on in their lives on one side of the plate, from school to extracurriculars to jobs and family. And on the other side, I had them list the steps that they would take to help them accomplish those things and get those things off of their plates. The point of the assignment was to connect how busy my 21st century American students are with how busy the main character from Pride and Prejudice is, as she manages trying to find a suitable husband for herself. At the same time, her 4 sisters are also trying to find suitable husbands. If that weren't enough, Elizabeth Bennet, the main character from Pride and Prejudice, also has to deal with a controlling and overbearing mother, a seemingly indifferent father, losing her home to a distant cousin, avoiding that same creepy cousin who wishes to marry her, dealing with the new, good-looking and very eligible neighbor and his equally good-looking and eligible friend, who unfortunately thinks he's better than everyone else around him, and also withstanding the gossip and societal pressures she faces in Regency era Great Britain. In sum, Elizabeth Bennet has a lot on her plate. Needless to say, my AP students have a lot on their plates, as does the recipient of this year's English Department Award. In spite of how busy the student is, and I will not list any of the many things that are on her plate, but I did bring her plate, just so you can see that she's got a lot on her plate. She has been consistently a top performer in her English classes from her freshman year to her senior year. She's engaged in her learning. She avidly participates in class. Her critical thinking and writing skills are evident whether she is participating in class discussions or writing essays. Just like Elizabeth Bennett, that main character from Pride and Prejudice, this year's English Department Award recipient made time for what was most important, finding the joy in her every day, which helped her to stay motivated and remove many of the items from her plate. The recipient of the English Department Award this year is Elizabeth Bennett. I'm joking, obviously. It's Elizabeth Candle, or better known as Ellie Candle. Come on, guys. Okay, next up, we have another award that we give in our department called the Unsung English Student Award. This year's Unsung English Student is a quiet presence in the classroom who is always thinking and processing. Her insight during class discussions provided depth and perspective, that is wise beyond her years. She has an artistic eye and often connects themes and lessons from literature in her art. It's almost like her art is a visual representation of the beauty she finds in literature. Two things in particular stand out for me as evidence of how her introspection has translated into personal growth stemming from our reading of The Little Prince. The main character, the Little Prince, relates how grown-ups are always concerned about matters of consequence. This student shared that her personal matters of consequence would be spending time with her family, taking care of her animals, and doing the things that make her happy, and learning, suggesting that she sees beyond what others think is important to the matters of consequence that stand out in her own life. The second lesson from The Little Prince that she shared related to the extended metaphor of the Little Prince's rose. The rose seems small and insignificant to the narrator, but to the Little Prince, the care and protection of the rose is always at the forefront of his mind. At the end of last year, I asked students to share with me what they had learned about themselves. Here's an excerpt from this year's Unsung English Students' reflection. I learned that I want to write. Writing is something that makes me happy, and if this year has taught me anything, it is that I am running out of childhood free time. The closer I get to adulthood, the less and less time I will have to explore my interests. This year has taught me to truly care for and appreciate my rose. As any English teacher will tell you, even though we want all our students to fall in love with literature and reading, what is more important is that our students embrace learning to find what their hearts love, even if it isn't literature. This year's Unsung English student has truly embraced lessons of literature and is using them to go in a direction that will bring her much happiness. I couldn't ask for more from a student. For all of these reasons, Reese Barstow is the recipient of the 2024 Unsung English Student Award. Along with this honor, I am also presenting Reese with a copy of The Little Prince as a reminder to remember what the true matters of consequence are in her life, and to always, always treasure her rose. And that was written by Mrs. Kassler, another member of her English department. Reese.
Next, I would like to welcome Don Pott up to the podium from the Foreign Language Department.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mrs. Todd, or Madame Todd, and I sit up here with all my colleagues who have a nice speech written down. I'm more of a go with the flow kind of gal, so we're just going to do that. But first, I have this song. So, Mr. Josh, can you get my guitar? No, my students know that is a giant lie. That is a giant lie. Anyhow, I'm here on behalf of the Foreign Language Department. I think we have two fantastic programs here. We have Spanish and French. And we have the joy of having some students for 4 years in a row. And so when it comes to this time of the year, Mr. Hall and I kind of argue back and forth, like who we think is the deserving student. And so you've seen me. So obviously this student has come from the French department this year. The recipient I chose this year is a young lady who not only has embraced the language that we do on a daily basis, but culture. Learning a foreign language is not just learning how to speak to somebody in a different language, but learning the culture. And this young lady has already learned the love of culture because she has had a fantastic trip to Japan as a missionary in the area and already has a bunch of other trips planned. She helps me in my classroom. She's an aide for me for first period and third period with my freshmen, and she's always answering their questions when I'm not available because my classes are huge. She is an amazing young lady. I cannot wait to see where her love of culture takes her anywhere in the world. I know she's going to travel all over the place. This year's recipient of the World Language Department Award is Victoria Collins.
No. Nice as possible. Next, I'd like to welcome up the head of the math department, Sue Mosher.
I also have a song this evening, but I thought the four boys that sit in the front corner of my calculus group could sing our class song this evening. Caleb, Brendan, Isaiah, and Zach. In a world driven by technology, it's refreshing to witness students with an intellectual proficiency and understanding of mathematics. Tonight, I have the privilege of presenting the Math Department Award to a student who has displayed a dedication to true learning. Throughout high school, this young man has demonstrated an excellent aptitude for mathematical concepts, tackling complex problems with precision and creativity. He's shown perseverance in problem solving and the endurance to work through productive struggles necessary to really understand calculus. In addition, he demonstrates a very quiet confidence, but also, and more importantly, the willingness to share his knowledge with his peers, helping to foster a collaborative learning environment in our AP Calculus classroom. It is my great honor to present Jack Maley with this year's Math Department Award.
Next, I'd like to welcome up our band instructor, none other than the maestro, Chris Weiner.
You might expect a song. Sorry to disappoint today. I am a little under the weather, otherwise I would indulge. I would take a second to just go off script. I know the people in charge of me right now are holding their breaths, but as I sit here tonight and I look out at the crowd, I see alumni, former students, parents who have been so very supportive of me in my career here. And it's not a coincidence that your children are being recognized for their efforts tonight. I just wanted to say that. To take nothing from our music department award, it's my pleasure to be here tonight to introduce our outstanding musician who's excelled in our program since day one, whether it be pep band, marching band, wind ensemble, solo and ensemble contest. This musician tonight has performed at an incredibly high level. The same determination and dedication that this student has shown on the field and on the stage is also present in the classroom and outside of LHS. This student is a positive role model for underclassmen, has been accepted. And before I even say, this student is one of my very favorite students that I've taught over the years, and the growth that he's made is incredible. He's been accepted in the College of Musical Arts at Bowling Green State University as an instrumental music major. It's my distinct honor and pleasure to present the 2024 Music Department Award to Zach Howell.
Next, I'd like to welcome, or at least recognize, the outstanding senior in the science department. Mr. Andy Bean couldn't be here tonight, so I'm going to read what he had to say. Will is an outstanding student who excels in the science department. He has demonstrated true passion for learning and understanding the sciences. His questions and insights set him apart from his peers, allowing him to stand out. Will is destined for great things, and his passion for science and engineering will help shape his future. This year's outstanding senior in science is William Delacroix. Next, I'd like to recognize the outstanding senior in the social studies department. Mr. Mike Gould couldn't be here tonight, but this is what he had to say. I have really enjoyed having Becca in my AP European class this year. She has an outstanding work ethic and puts great detail about each assignment. Becca always has a positive attitude and is a willing participant in all class activities. I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know her this year and look forward to seeing Becca continue her success in college. This year's outstanding senior in social studies, Rebecca March. And last, we'd like to recognize the outstanding senior from RG Dreg Tech Prep. Now, this is what Mr. Andy McGee, senior counselor at RG Dreg, had to say about our outstanding RG Dreg senior. Drew is passionate about engineering. He has been an incredible addition to the program the past 2 years and adds not only help to his peers, but keeps the class on their toes with his sense of humor. Hardworking and punctual, Drew takes his schooling seriously, strives to do well, and helps others along the way. Drew has plans on attending Humber College in Toronto, Ontario, and he's a great dancer if you watch him at prom. This year's outstanding RG Dreg senior is Drew Patel. Now, the next group of awards are centered around the components of dedication, citizenship, and service. Would you please help me welcome to the podium the legend, Denise Mast.
It's my pleasure to sub for Mrs. Luke tonight as the advisor of the yearbook. Every year, the Mirror Award is given to 2 senior students chosen based on their academic excellence and dedication to Louisville High School. They are students who are admired by students and faculty for their academic success, their work ethic, their school involvement, and their character. They quietly represent the best of Louisville High School, but they are not often recognized for their achievements. Would Ty Pinion and Alex Moore please come forward? Ty, though quiet in the classroom, has a big personality and is always quick with a humorous comment. He has a positive attitude and outlook and truly uplifts the entire room. As a runner for cross country, Ty has committed countless hours to representing Louisville High School. Teachers, coaches, and other students recognize his excellence. Ty has had an impact here at Louisville, and his excellence truly shines. Alex Moore demonstrates a dedication to Louisville High School in many ways. Most notably, Alex works tirelessly to compete at the highest levels through speech and debate, and has represented us locally at the state level and the national level. Alex also has a heart for service that shines even when others may not be looking. Alex has made a lasting impact on Louisville High School and is a role model for others.
Next, we want to recognize those students that received the Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award. The Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award is to promote sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity. The Ohio High School Athletic Association would like to recognize students who display exemplary sportsmanship. The award is named for 2-time Heisman Trophy winner Archie Griffin. Mr. Griffin was an Ohio athlete who always displayed exemplary sportsmanship. This award is presented each year to a male and female student who have been outstanding in their efforts to promote sportsmanship in their school and community. This year's female recipient of the Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award is a 4-year letter winner in soccer, 2-year letter winner in track, and she earned a letter in softball. She is a 4-year scholar athlete with a 4.457 GPA, and the Student Council Senior Executive President, a member of the National Honor Society, member Spirit Club, and has earned a full ride scholarship to Walsh University. Probably don't know who this is. Our male recipient of the Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award is a 4-year medal winner in cross country and a 4-year medal winner in tennis. He is a 4-year scholar athlete with a 4.297 GPA and a member of the National Honor Society. Sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity are essential components of any successful athletic program, and Louisville Athletics was made stronger by the leadership of this year's recipients of the Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award. Congratulations to Paige Falk and Austin Beck. The next award will be the Scholar Athlete Award. As part of an ongoing program which encourages achievement in the classroom as well as on the playing surface, the Ohio High School Athletic Association like to recognize some of the state's top scholar athletes. The award goes to seniors with outstanding scholastic achievement and who has received a minimum of 4 varsity letters in all sports combined. Our female recipient has earned a 4.346 GPA. She is a 4-year medal winner in gymnastics. She has also earned 2 letters in golf. She is a 4-year scholar athlete and a member of the National Honor Society. Our male recipient has earned a 4.317 GPA. He is a 4-year medal winner in golf and is a 4-year scholar athlete. He is a member of the National Honor Society Spirit Club and played 2 years of boys volleyball. Louisville High School Athletic Department believes all athletes are students first, and these individuals are truly at the top of their game. Congratulations to this year's scholar athletes, Ann Myers and Jack Mail. Next will be the National Award of Excellence. The National Federation of High School Award of Excellence is presented to one male and one female senior student who has exhibited qualities that embody good citizenship, good moral character, and good sporting behavior. Our female student athlete is a 4-year medal winner in gymnastics and a 4-year scholar athlete. She is a member of the National Honor Society and was selected as the iHeartRadio Unsung Athlete of the Week. She is often found encouraging and cheering on her teammates, exemplifying good sporting behavior no matter the circumstances. Our male recipient is a 4-year medal winner in golf and a 3-year medal winner in baseball. He is a 4-year scholar athlete, a senior class representative, member of the National Honor Society, and a member of Spanish Club. He is a positive role model with an infectious good sporting attitude. These two individuals both exemplify sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity while being positive role models for others and encouraging others to also be positive role models. Congratulations to this year's NFHS National Award of Excellence recipients, Charlotte Noosh and Cole Miller. Left one out, he's also wearing the Spanish Club. The next award is the Courageous Student Award. The Ohio High School Athletic Association recognizes special students who show extraordinary courage in overcoming great adversity in a positive way. The award is to be presented to an individual who has displayed tremendous courage when faced with overwhelming circumstances. This year's recipient of the Courageous Student Award goes to a young man who has never lost hope or gave up on his dreams. After a season-ending injury for most athletes, he fought his way through with incredible drive and perseverance. He chose to put off his imminent surgery for a broken hand to pursue the dream of competing at the state championship his senior year. He not only competed, but he managed to place 3rd in the 2024 state wrestling tournament. And if you don't know, that's hard. His leadership and tenacity gives encouragement to others, and we wish him success in all of his future endeavors. It is my honor to present this year's Ohio High School Athletic Association's Courageous Student Award to Colton Marker. The next award is the State Award for Sportsmanship, Ethics, and Integrity. The State Award for Sportsmanship, Ethics, and Integrity is presented to an adult supporter or supporters of the athletic programs who is a positive role model for others and reflects a high level of ethics and integrity in dealing with the interscholastic athletic program. It is a person who supports and demonstrates positive values and has contributed to the well-being of the student athletes at the high school level. This year, Louisville High School would like to honor two worthy individuals. First, an individual who has dedicated countless hours to our athletic programs. She consistently exceeds the expectations of her role and can be found enthusiastically supporting our leopards at every sporting event, even when she is not scheduled to work. She diligently performs behind-the-scenes tasks to ensure our athletes and coaches have the resources they need to excel in competition. Her friendly and reassuring demeanor has a calming effect on everyone she interacts with, including athletes, community members, and visitors. While she is passionate about her job, she has made the decision to retire at the end of this year. She is looking forward to the next chapter of her life, which will involve traveling with her husband and spending quality time with her grandchildren. Next, an individual who consistently arrives early to events in order to set up cameras and prepare to deliver Louisville athletics content to leopard followers across various platforms. He conducts interviews with athletes and shares their stories. Throughout the year, he can be found in a press box operating scoreboards, video boards, and providing live commentary, all simultaneously. He has demonstrated unwavering dedication and intends to continue his steadfast support of Louisville athletics. Congratulations to this year's State Award for Sportsmanship, Ethics, and Integrity honorees, Louisville High School's Athletic Secretary, Mrs. Pam Duracco, and the voice of Spotlight Media Network and your sports network, Mr. Rob Johnson. This next section of awards will be the scholarship announcements. And I would first like to introduce Ed Natty up to the podium, who will give the Ed Natty Athletic Scholarship.
I would first like to thank my 8 children who made this award possible and sponsor it and keep it going. I'd also like to thank Ann Clemson for all the work she does to make this award ceremony possible. Back when I went to Louisville High School, back in the dark ages, girls were not allowed to play sports. There were no sports for girls, 0. This year, winner, this award is for who earns the most athletic letters in a 4-year period, goes to a girl. She not only participated, she won 12 athletic scholarships. Would Brooke Heron please come forward?
Sue Mosher to award the LEA Carpenter Garcia Scholarship.
It's a great pleasure to present the Carpenter Garcia Scholarship to a future teacher this evening. All of you here this evening can understand the immense impact that dedicated teachers can have on shaping the minds and futures of their students. Perhaps you have one teacher that holds a special place in your heart. It's because of the generosity of two former teachers that their impact continues more than 3 decades later. This year's recipient has exemplified a desire to inspire the next generation. Her dedication to academic excellence and hard work sets her apart as a beacon of hope for future education. One of her references where this scholarship shared this about her. She possesses the amazing ability to connect with people from all walks of life, regardless of their age or socioeconomic standing. She is a leader among her peers, has the respect of both her peers and coaches, and truly excels in connecting with students at an elementary level. The Carpenter Garcia Scholarship is more than just a financial reward. It's a symbol in our belief in her potential to affect positive change in the world. It's an investment in her future, a vote of confidence in her ability to inspire and empower the next generation of learners. It is with great pleasure that I present this year's Carpenter Garcia Scholarship to Brooke Guerin. And she made my day by telling me she's going to major in mathematics. So hopefully we can teach together before I retire.
To the all-time leading scorer in girls basketball, by the way, just wanted to mention that. Next, I would like to welcome up Colton Norris and Aiden Norris, who will present the Carrie Norris Memorial Scholarship.
Hello, my name is Colton Norris. I'm here tonight to present my mom's Memorial Scholarship. This is the 3rd year for the Carrie Norris Memorial Athletic Scholarship. My mom was a Louisville High School graduate who was a varsity volleyball and basketball player. She was a devoted coach of Louisville volleyball for 12 years. My mom was a loving mother of her 4 kids and very dedicated to her family. Unfortunately, her life ended too soon at the young age of 37. My mom loved coaching young girls and watching them grow into wonderful, well-rounded adults. Qualities found in our winner were the same that my mom possessed. We had a lot of great candidates, and I had a hard time just choosing. The Carrie Norris Memorial Athletic Scholarship goes to Amanda Sheets. Congratulations.
Hello, I am Aiden Norris. I am here to announce the Carrie Norris Memorial Volleyball Scholarship. Just like the athletic scholarship, we have a lot of very good candidates. My mom would be very proud of each of them. It is my honor to award my mom's 2nd scholarship to Brooke Guerin.
Next, I would like to welcome Chris Leisure up to the podium. He will present the Washington Burton Scholarships.
Thanks everyone for allowing me to be here. Our Bruitt Scholarship is actually a working scholarship, and we try to teach the kids how to give back to the community locally, and also how to fundraise and what some of the local clubs are all about. The Ruritan Club is a national organization dedicated to improving communities and building a better America through fellowship, goodwill, and community service. Being a Ruritan member means serving the community through volunteering your time, various projects, events, fundraising, and making our community a better place to live. For the year of 2023 to 2024, there were 4 dedicated seniors, 2 from Louisville, 1 from Arlington, and 1 from Alliance, that chose to understand the value of fellowship, goodwill, and community service. Participating in their own fundraiser, these 4 seniors raised over $3,200 and dedicated over 100 hours while continuing their dedication to academics, athletics, and the local community. There are 2 recipients that have scholarships, and the first one is in the name of Marion and Vera Rummel Memorial Scholarship. He was the founder and owner of Rummel Lumber and a charter member of Washington Ruritan Club. He constructed the first Ruritan National sign, and it was installed at the Ruritan National Building in Virginia. Marion was known for his saying, to make a difference in anything, get off your butt and get to work. Chloe Millard did just that, volunteering well over 20 hours for projects and wanting to serve the community while having fun. The National Foundation Villager Scholarship is dedicated to character, scholarship, academic promise, and desire to build your community and others. Taylor Dimmerling exhibits all the qualities of this scholarship and as a Washington Ruritan. It is our Washington Ruritan Club honor to present these scholarships for the individuals that represent personal value and dedication in each name of the scholarship.
Next, I would like to welcome up to the podium Dr. Jenna Jeffries, who will present the Joseph A. and Rita M. Jeffries Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening. I would first like to congratulate all of the students and graduates. We are so excited to see where you go from here. My family started this scholarship in honor of my grandparents, Joseph and Rita Jeffries, in honor of students in the area who have demonstrated academic achievement, character, leadership, and service to their school and community. Before either of my grandparents were able to finish high school, both of their fathers passed away. They are both the oldest in large families, 11 and 7 siblings, and dropped out of school to help work. Since they did not have the opportunity to go to college, they instilled in each of their 7 children and many grandchildren the importance of education. Knowledge does not just bring power, as the old adage says. It brings understanding, compassion, and wisdom. We hope that this scholarship gives more people the opportunity to make their dreams a reality. This year, I chose a very deserving young woman to receive the scholarship. We look forward to watching her further her pursuits of becoming a police officer. We wish Maddie Benson the best of luck in the University of Maryland.
The next scholarship that will be presented will be the Red Cross Blood Drive Scholarship. The mission of the American Red Cross is to prevent and alleviate human suffering in the face of emergencies by mobilizing the power of volunteers and the generosity of donors. This year, our Key Club is able to host a blood drive with many donors that save lives and make a difference. Students were encouraged to be active participants in the blood program and to exhibit a leadership role in the coordination and recruitment of donors. Because of the commitment of these students to doing good for others, Louisville High School has qualified for the Red Cross Scholarship Program again this year. I am honored to present the following student with a scholarship for their outstanding commitment to service these past few years. Your efforts made a life-saving difference for patients. Do good for others, and good will come to you. This year's American Red Cross Scholarship recipient is Addison Thorne. The next scholarship presented will be the Dr. James J. Thomas Scholarship. The James J. Thomas Scholarship is presented by the Alliance Community Hospital Auxiliary. The scholarship was established in 1987 and was named for the late Dr. James J. Thomas, who retired from Alliance Hospital and became a hospital volunteer. The initial donation came from Mrs. Thomas and has been augmented by the hospital auxiliary each year through fundraising projects. We award 4 scholarships of $1,500 each to area seniors pursuing a career in the healthcare field. Recipients are selected by a committee representing the auxiliary, healthcare professionals, and a community member. This year, I am happy to present the scholarship to Addison Thorne. The next scholarship is the All Care You Matter Scholarship. On behalf of All Care, I am presenting the You Matter Scholarship to Victoria Collins. Recipients of this scholarship embody the You Matter message through positivity and inclusiveness. They are recognized as someone who goes above and beyond in helping others around them understand their value. This can be demonstrated in how the student presents themselves through their actions, words, or ideas. In addition, the student must maintain a 3.0 GPA or higher. Congratulations to this year's recipient, Victoria Collins. The next scholarships will be from the Louisville Youth Football. The Louisville Youth Football Memorial has selected 4 recipients for these scholarships. The 4 scholarships are in honor and memory of the person named for the award. Each scholarship is $1,250. Along with the scholarship, they will receive a certificate. This certificate recognizes their academic achievements as well as their commitment to playing football in Louisville. Each person receiving this scholarship will have had to play football in the Little Letters program and finish out their Louisville career by playing on the Louisville High School football team. Winners of the Louisville Youth Football Memorial Scholarships are, in honor of Carl Cozy and Jim Adams, Andrew Crow. in honor of the Leo and Kids Scholarship, Andrew Needs. In honor of the Doyle Schmucker and Walt Metzger Award, Cyrus Wright. And finally, in honor of the Butch Peer Award, Greg Hirsch. Before we begin with our next scholarships, I need to make an announcement. All Moffitt, Louisville Foundation, Louisville football, and outstanding senior nominees and winners are to report to the gym immediately after this ceremony is over. Okay, I say that now because some of you will stop paying attention. So, next, I would like to welcome Mark Sigler up to the podium, who will announce the Moffitt Scholarship winners.
Good evening. Thank you, Gary. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Lauren and Joe on their induction into the Hall of Achievement this evening. It's a great honor. And also to you seniors, congratulations to each of you. Good luck in whatever it may be that you pursue. And you know, you're being recognized for a number of awards and achievements this evening. And each one of them you have worked tremendously hard for. You've earned each of them. You haven't done it alone. You know your parents, grandparents, other family members have been an important part of that journey with you. And I think it's only right, and it just so happens that as we recognize Moffitt, who is a teacher here, that it happens on National Teacher Day. And certainly, I'm going to name a few of you here in just a moment, but to think that you're going to join a group of award winners with a scholarship from a teacher here in Louisville, Robert L. Moffitt, that hasn't been in the classroom in over 50 years. Think about that. In over 50 years, Robert R. Moffitt's legacy has continued to grow. And you're joining a select group of people. And having been one of the last classes to have Moff, as we affectionately call him, as a teacher, I can just hear Moff saying, okay, you win this, now what? You know, and go for it. And don't, you know, think about what Moff did, a biology teacher. One person has made a tremendous impact for over 50 years. Moff is still impacting Louisville students. Just an amazing thing, and to keep in mind always, you know, if you ever stop and think, I'm just one person, what can I do? Think about Moff. Think about what Moff has accomplished. And I might add, among his other accomplishments and legacies, as I mentioned last year, we're celebrating the 75 years of being leopards, Louisville Leopards. We are leopards because of one man, Bob Moffitt. Moff is the one that led the charge to change our mascot from the Blue Raiders to the Leopards. The very same Moffitt that is now granting the scholarships of this evening. Again, congratulations to each of you.
Congratulations to your parents and your families. I would ask, as I name each scholar winner, please stand, remain standing, and if we could all hold our applause until everybody has been recognized. 2024 Moffitt Scholarship winners: Georgia Mona, Colin Moore, Jenna Selby, Paige Foe, Addison Thorne, Alexander Keister, McKenna Dunlap, Brooke Herron, Zachary Ganter, Taylor Kimberly, Elizabeth Campbell, Anna Myers, Rebecca Bartsch, Jack Maley, Landon Sheets, Austin Beck, Tristan Sutler, Adora Wyden, Isaiah Gray, Chloe Norris, Landon Eiler, Charlotte Newt, Abigail DeCino, William De La Croix, Braden Hershey, Zachary Hallam, Claire Hain. Ladies and gentlemen, 2024 Moffitt Scholarship winners.
It's pretty unbelievable that Moffitt's Scholarship Moffitt awards 27 scholarships. Filling out one essay for Moffitt was incredible. And not to be outdone, the Louisville Foundation Scholarship is handing out 38 scholarships to our Louisville high school seniors. So as I call your name, you deserve the cup of applause. As I call your name, please stand. Winning the American Legion Scholarship, Colin Moore, Addison Thorne, Rebecca Bartsch, please stand. Winning, for your possible variant, I have a question. Winning the Wayne Christensen Memorial, Georgia Mueller. The Marion Sunheimer Memorial Scholarship, Adora Wyden. Winning the Irv Sunheimer Memorial, Tristan Sutler. The O.D. Miller Memorial, Addison Durk. The Martha Motice, Taylor Kimberly. Sapides family, Samuel Lewis. The Class of 52, Claire Hain. The Marion Wilson Memorial, McKenna Dunlap. The Louisville Board of Education, Austin Beck. The Stephanie Hunt Memorial, Maddie Benson. The Olga Burke Carmen Memorial, Abigail DeCino. The James Morgan Memorial, Cole Miller. The C. Howard Ehlers Memorial, Zachary Allen. The Joseph Callan Memorial, Braden Hershey. The Thomas W. Edwards III Memorial, Charlotte Noosh and Anna Myers. The Pete and Rita Mullen Memorial, Landon Eiler. The Rita Mullen Memorial, Alexander Keister. The Joanne Zwick Memorial for Nursing, Marie Stefanik. The Mabel Flamer Memorial, Peyton Beery. The Malone family, Chloe Norris. The Vivian Fisher Swingle Memorial, Brooke Herron. The Gregory Holbrook Memorial, Landon Sheets. The Louisville Rotary, Zach Ganser. The Dennis Beery Memorial, Paige Falk. The Beery Cheese, Colton Barker, Mazzy Miller. The John Swider Memorial, Isaiah Gray. The Ethel Bennett Memorial, Madison Kennedy. the Missy Cultural Memorial, Noah Emmons, the Eldon and Janet Thomas Memorial, Marietta, Kenzie Denzer, the Elmer and Dorothy Jacob Memorial, Jenna Selby and Elizabeth Handel, the Marilyn Shearer Memorial Golf, Jack Bailey and Zach Root, and last but not least, the Pat and Billick Musical, Zach Howard. Let's give these students a round of applause. Next, we'll honor those students going into the military. I would like to introduce Elliot Berger and Brad Petzker, who will represent the Military Recognition Awards.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, faculty members, and most importantly, the graduating numbers class of 2024. Today, as we gather to honor the remarkable achievements of our graduating seniors, the Veteran Service Commission of Stark County has the distinct honor and privilege to recognize a group of individuals who have made an extraordinary commitment to serve our nation. In recognition of their unwavering commitment and dedication, it is with immense pride that we present the Armed Forces Service Medal to these brave young men and women. This medal serves as a symbol of our deepest gratitude and appreciation for the willingness to serve, to protect, and defend the United States of America. To the recipients of this distinct honor, know that as you trade your graduation robes in for camouflage, your sacrifice does not go unnoticed. Your courage inspires us, your commitment humbles us, and your service fills us with pride. As you embark on this noble journey, know that you carry with you the hopes, prayers, and unwavering support of a grateful nation. May you wear this medal with pride as you walk across the graduation stage and enter the ranks of the greatest military organization in the world. May you go forth with courage in your heart, strength in your resolve, and the knowledge that you will serve a cause greater than yourself. The Veteran Service Commission wishes each of you a future of continued success. Please come forward in the order your name is called.
Jessica Anderson. Gary Bricker. Brendan Eiler. Katie Heath. Christopher Eckes. Joseph Twalby. And Faye Waltz. let's give these outstanding, courageous, and brave seniors another round of applause. And the last award of the night. Outstanding Senior 2024. Now, there's a pretty daunting process involved in becoming Louisville's Outstanding Senior. First, the student body votes. And the top 10 males and top 10 females move on to the next round. And that goes to the teachers. And then they vote. And of those 10, 5 move on. Five males and 5 females. And then finally, respected members of the community come in and conduct interviews with each of those 5, and they pick the outstanding senior. So what I would like to do is I would like to recognize the 10 finalists, the 5 males and 5 females, by bringing them up to the stage right now before I announce the winner. So, would female finalists Rebecca Barch, Maddie Benson, Paige Falk, Brooke Heron, and Addison Thorne please come to the stage. And I would also like to bring up the 5 male finalists: Austin Beck, William Delacroix, Brendan Eiler, Jack Bailey, and Colin Moore. I'm so nervous, it's like American Idol. And outstanding female senior is Paige Falk. And 2024 male outstanding senior, William Delacroix. Let's give these outstanding seniors a big round of applause. Freeze. You heard. You all get part of this. As we come to the end of our scholarship assembly, I am filled with a sense of pride and admiration for each and every one of you. Your academic achievements and commitment to excellence are truly inspiring, and I have no doubt that you will go on to achieve great things in the future. Congratulations to all of our scholarship recipients, and may your future be filled with success, happiness, and fulfillment. Before I excuse you, let me remind you that all profit, Louisville Foundation, Louisville football, and outstanding senior nominees and winners are reported to the gym immediately for pictures. Thanks for everyone for coming. Good night.